Welcome to your eco-friendly journey. Did you know that the average person creates about 4.4 pounds of trash each day? That's a shocking 1,606 pounds a year. Imagine how much waste we could save if we made a few simple changes. In this video, we'll show you how to make eco-friendly choices every day. These tips are easy to follow and can make a huge impact. From greening your morning routine to cutting-edge energy-saving hacks, we've got you covered. Here's another surprising fact. Over 16 billion coffee cups are thrown away each year. By using a reusable cup, you could save hundreds of cups from ending up in the trash. We'll also talk about fashion. The fashion industry is the second largest polluter in the world. We'll show you stylish and sustainable wardrobe hacks that are both trendy and green. And it's not just about what you buy. Simple habits like washing clothes in cold water can save a lot of energy. You can reduce your carbon footprint without even leaving your home. Ready to start? Let's dive into these 6 amazing tips that will help you live more sustainably. By the end, you'll have practical and creative ideas to make a positive change every day. Stay tuned, and let's get started on this exciting eco-friendly journey together. Chapter 1. Green your morning routine. Eco-boost your day from the start. Starting your day with eco-friendly habits can set a positive tone for the rest of your day. Did you know that switching to a bamboo toothbrush can save over 1 billion plastic toothbrushes from landfills each year? It's a small change with a big impact. Consider using toothpaste tablets instead of traditional toothpaste tubes. These little tabs come in reusable glass jars and eliminate plastic waste. Next, let's talk about water usage. Installing a low-flow showerhead can save up to 2,700 gallons of water per year. That's a lot of water saved without sacrificing your morning shower. Switching to a safety razor is another great tip. Unlike disposable razors, safety razors have a longer lifespan and produce less waste. For those who shave, think about this. Safety razors only need their blades replaced, and these blades can be recycled. It's a win-win for your skin and the planet. Now, let's move to coffee. Using a French press or a pour-over method can significantly reduce waste compared to single-use coffee pods. If you prefer tea, opt for loose-leaf tea instead of tea bags. Many tea bags contain plastic, which is not biodegradable. An interesting fact, loose-leaf tea is often fresher and provides a richer flavor compared to bagged tea. Speaking of morning drinks, consider switching to a reusable coffee cup. Did you know that over 16 billion disposable coffee cups are used each year? A reusable cup can make a huge difference. Breakfast is another area where you can go green. Buy your breakfast items in bulk to reduce packaging waste. Choose organic and local produce when possible. It reduces the carbon footprint associated with transporting food long distances. A fun tip, try making your own granola or breakfast bars. It's healthier, cost-effective, and cuts down on packaging waste. If you're a fan of smoothies, consider using a reusable straw. Plastic straws are one of the top items found in ocean debris. Chapter 2. Eco-smart eating. Delicious and sustainable food choices. Making smart choices about what you eat can significantly impact the environment. Did you know that plant-based diets can reduce greenhouse gas emissions by up to 73%? First, let's talk about growing your own food. Even if you have limited space, urban gardening is a fantastic option. Container gardens can be set up on balconies or windowsills. An interesting fact, growing your own herbs can save money and reduce the need for plastic packaging. Plus, fresh herbs taste better. Another tip is to support local farmers by shopping at farmers markets. Local produce travels shorter distances, reducing carbon emissions. When grocery shopping, bring your own reusable bags. Single-use plastic bags are a major environmental hazard. Consider joining a community-supported agriculture (CSA) program. These programs support local farms and provide you with fresh, seasonal produce. Cooking at home is another great way to be eco-smart. Home-cooked meals generally have a smaller carbon footprint compared to takeout or restaurant meals. A unique fact, the average American household spends about $3,000 per year on dining out. Cooking at home can save money and the planet. Batch cooking and meal prepping can also reduce food waste. Prepare large quantities of food and freeze portions for later. When it comes to protein, think about incorporating more plant-based options. Lentils, beans, and tofu are excellent alternatives to meat. Did you know that producing a pound of beef requires about 1,800 gallons of water? In contrast, a pound of lentils only requires about 500 gallons. Another eco-smart tip is to compost food scraps. Composting reduces the amount of waste sent to landfills and provides nutrient-rich soil for gardening. If you have leftover food, get creative with it. There are countless recipes online for turning leftovers into new, delicious meals. Consider reducing your dairy consumption as well. Almond milk and oat milk are great alternatives to cow's milk and have a lower environmental impact. Buying in bulk can also help reduce packaging waste. Look for stores that offer bulk bins for grains, nuts, and dried fruits. Chapter 3: Power Down, Cutting-Edge Energy-Saving Techniques. Saving energy at home doesn't have to be difficult or boring. In fact, it can be quite simple and fun. Did you know that using LED light bulbs can save up to 75% of energy compared to incandescent bulbs? They also last 25 times longer, which means fewer trips to the store. One easy tip is to unplug devices when they're not in use. Many electronics still draw power even when they're turned off. This phantom energy can add up to about 10% of your energy bill. Consider investing in smart power strips. These strips can detect when a device is in standby mode and cut off power, saving energy effortlessly. Another great way to save energy is by using a programmable thermostat. According to the US Department of Energy, you can save about 10% per year on heating and cooling by adjusting your thermostat 710 degrees for 8 hours a day. An interesting fact: for every degree you lower your thermostat in the winter, you can save about 1% on your heating bill. That's an easy way to cut costs and energy use. Let's talk about natural lighting. Open your curtains during the day to let sunlight in. This reduces the need for artificial lighting and can help warm your home naturally in the winter. Speaking of heating, consider using ceiling fans to circulate warm air in the winter and cool air in the summer. This can make a big difference in your comfort and energy use. Seal your windows and doors with weather stripping. This simple step can prevent drafts and keep your home at a more consistent temperature, reducing the need for heating and cooling. Did you know that insulating your home can save up to 20% on heating and cooling costs? Proper insulation keeps the warm air in during the winter and the cool air in during the summer. Switching to energy-efficient appliances is another powerful move. Look for the Energy Star label, which guarantees that the appliance meets energy efficiency standards set by the US Environmental Protection Agency. Washing clothes in cold water can save a lot of energy. About 90% of the energy used to wash clothes goes to heating the water. Consider line drying your clothes when possible. It's a great way to save energy and make your clothes last longer. Did you know that your fridge is one of the biggest energy users in your home? Keep it full, as a full fridge uses less energy than an empty one. Set your water heater to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. This is hot enough for most uses and can save you on energy costs. Chapter 4: Green Commuting, Innovative Ways to Travel Sustainably. Commuting doesn't have to be a burden on the environment. There are plenty of innovative ways to make your daily travel more sustainable. Did you know that biking to work instead of driving can save about 2.6 tons of greenhouse gas emissions per year? If biking isn't an option, consider carpooling. Sharing a ride with just one other person can cut your commuting emissions in half. Plus, it's a great way to save on gas and tolls. Electric scooters are becoming increasingly popular in cities. They're a fun, efficient, and eco-friendly way to get around. Public transportation is another excellent option. Buses and trains produce far fewer emissions per passenger compared to cars. Plus, you can relax, read, or even work during your commute. Did you know that taking public transportation instead of driving can save you up to $10,000 a year? That's a lot of money for simply choosing a greener option. Walking is perhaps the simplest and most eco-friendly way to commute. It's great for your health and produces zero emissions. For longer commutes, consider an electric or hybrid car. These vehicles use less fuel and produce fewer emissions than traditional gasoline-powered cars. An interesting fact: driving an electric car can reduce your carbon footprint by about 50% compared to a gasoline car. That's a significant impact. Ride-sharing apps can also help you find carpool partners. These apps make it easy to coordinate rides and split costs. If you have to drive, try to combine errands into one trip. This reduces the amount of driving you do and saves on fuel. Telecommuting is another great option if your job allows it. Working from home just one day a week can reduce your commuting emissions by 20%. Consider advocating for bike lanes and pedestrian-friendly infrastructure in your community. These changes can make sustainable commuting options more accessible for everyone. Using a fuel-efficient driving style can also save energy. Avoid rapid acceleration and braking, and try to maintain a steady speed. Did you know that keeping your tires properly inflated can improve your car's fuel efficiency by up to 3%? It's a simple maintenance tip that makes a difference. Car sharing services are another innovative option. These services allow you to rent a car for a short period, which can be more sustainable than owning a car you don't use often. Chapter 5: Eco-Friendly Fashion, Stylish and Sustainable Wardrobe Hacks. Fashion can be sustainable without compromising style. One great way to start is by shopping at thrift stores. Did you know that buying second-hand clothing reduces your carbon footprint by up to 60%? Upcycling your old clothes is another fantastic option. Transforming a worn-out pair of jeans into trendy shorts or a tote bag is both creative and eco-friendly. Supporting eco-conscious fashion brands makes a significant impact. Look for brands that use organic materials and fair labor practices. An interesting fact, the fashion industry is the second largest polluter in the world, right after the oil industry. Choosing sustainable fashion can help reduce this impact. Consider organizing a clothing swap with friends. It's a fun way to refresh your wardrobe without spending money or contributing to waste. Mending your clothes instead of discarding them is another simple but effective strategy. A small tear or missing button doesn't mean the end of an item's life. Renting clothes for special occasions can save you money and closet space. Services like Rent the Runway offer stylish options for events. Did you know that the average American throws away about 81 pounds of clothing each year? By being mindful of our clothing choices, we can reduce this number. Washing clothes in cold water and air drying them can extend their lifespan and save energy. About 90% of the energy used in washing clothes goes into heating the water. When you do need new clothes, choose items made from sustainable fabrics like organic cotton, bamboo, or recycled materials. A unique fact: bamboo grows quickly and requires no pesticides, making it a highly sustainable fabric choice. Avoid fast fashion brands that prioritize low prices over sustainability. These brands often use harmful chemicals and exploit labor. Invest in timeless pieces that won't go out of style. Quality over quantity is key in building a sustainable wardrobe. Educate yourself about the impact of fashion. Books like Fashionopolis by Dana Thomas provide eye-opening insights into the industry. Choosing versatile clothing that can be mixed and matched helps you get more use out of each piece. Capsule wardrobes are a great example of this strategy. By making these eco-friendly fashion choices, you're not only looking good but also doing good for the planet. Chapter 6: Zero Waste Lifestyle – Creative Solutions for Everyday Items. Living a zero-waste lifestyle is easier than you might think. Start by assessing your daily habits and identifying areas where you can reduce waste. One simple switch is using reusable shopping bags. Did you know that plastic bags can take up to 1,000 years to decompose? Reusable bags are a great alternative. Swap single-use items for reusable ones. For example, use a metal or bamboo straw instead of plastic. An interesting fact: Americans use about 500 million plastic straws every day. Making this small change can have a big impact. Consider making your own cleaning products. Homemade cleaners using ingredients like vinegar and baking soda are effective and reduce plastic waste. A unique quote from B. Johnson's book, Zero Waste Home, states, "Refuse what you do not need, reduce what you do need, reuse what you consume, recycle what you cannot refuse, reduce, or reuse, and compost, the rest." Opt for package-free shopping when possible. Many stores now offer bulk bins for grains, nuts, and spices. Bring your own containers to reduce packaging waste. Composting is another excellent way to reduce waste. Food scraps and yard waste make up about 30% of what we throw away, which can be composted instead. Did you know that composting not only reduces landfill waste but also enriches the soil and reduces the need for chemical fertilizers? Switch to bar soap and shampoo bars instead of bottled versions. These products often come with minimal or no packaging. Using a safety razor instead of disposable razors can significantly cut down on waste. Safety razors only need their blades replaced, which are recyclable. Buy products in bulk to minimize packaging. This is often cheaper and reduces the amount of plastic waste generated. Consider donating or selling items you no longer need instead of throwing them away. One person's trash is another person's treasure. Repairing items instead of replacing them is another effective strategy. Whether it's electronics, furniture, or clothing, repairs can extend the life of many products.